The blue line making its way out of this. And
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics chemistry.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at point guard. Murray against Walker. To the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Barton outside. Takes a three. Now Jokic. Harris passes to Jokic. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Brown. Back to Walker. And here's Tice. Jokic defending. Tice, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton finds Harris. Takes the three. It's good from long range. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Barton. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. And foul on the shot, he'll shoot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Walker, bounce pass. Here's Tice, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also...
Oh, look out! Wow. Strong finish.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. The Nuggets also changing it up. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris.
Whew, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And stolen by Murray. And here comes the break. Here's Craig. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Smart. The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Right wing. Grant kicks to Morris. And Cantor pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Morris, solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. The putback, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. And there's the pass to Porter. Fires from 14. That one a little long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of his position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Cantor. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Robert Williams is checked in for Enes Kanter. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nine seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes to Craig. It'll count. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. I'll look at the field goal percentage numbers. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Williams against Plumlee. Williams kicks to Smart. To the middle. The reverse. He doesn't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Murray against Walker. The kick out to Brown. Back to Walker. Clock at 6. And no good that time. Good defense by Jokic. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
Murray kicks to Barton. Back to Murray. Barton in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker against Murray. Walker's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Murray finds Barton. Left side, Harris. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 10 points.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Hayward can hit. Here's Denver now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Millsap has the open look. The Nuggets with the new 14. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his third foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Stolen by Cantor. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Hayward with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Hayward can hit.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Harris. And staying with the play, Harris. 12 points for him.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Yep, it counts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tice against Jokic. Outside, Walker. Six to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, few do it better than Kemba Walker. On the dribble drive, power, strength, finishing ability, so pretty.
Murray with it. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's stand.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Gary Harris playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Gary Harris.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Pass to Hayward. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
You love the intensity with which Gordon Hayward plays. He will not give in to the defense on the drive. Wow.
Offensive rebound. Jokic. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Walker surveying the floor. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Murray with it. He's picked up by Walker. A step-back shot here. Murray, good. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
Can't let Murray get comfortable with that shot. His stroke is just as pure as it gets.
Tatum dishes to Walker. Softly drops in the floater. Walker's got his second bucket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Walker against Murray. Outside Millsap. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Tatum.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
4 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Grant, that's good.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Here's Wanamaker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Grant, right side. We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Jeremy Grant going to give a little lesson in how to finish off a drive. Whoa.
Here's Wanamaker. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. Williams with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Goes up from the top of the key, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Morris has got 8.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Brown against Morris. Brown the pass to Cantor. Some solid defense from Grant.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Morris, no good. Celtics trail by 21. And the dunk by Tatum.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. To the right side. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Brown the pass to Smart. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And pushing it up, here's Denver. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Porter outside. That shot, no good. Right side, Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And so it's Denver taking a 19-point lead into the break. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. And it's Cantor in at center. That's the Boston Five. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Barton. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
For 3, Millsap. Here's Jokic. Millsap finds Barton. Over Brown. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
And here's Cantor. Pass to Hayward. And here's Walker. Brown outside. Kept alive. Goes back up. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Inside. Out to Harris. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Hayward. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And Brown throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Baseline J on the way. Floats it up for Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Over in the corner, Brown. Pulls up, out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Jason Tatum in for Smart. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Daniels. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jokic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Jason Tatum. Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Langford subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Bates Diop misses. Celtics trail by 20. Williams finds Green. Here's Ojeleye. Celtics passing it around. Back to Williams. Over Daniels. Again, the miss by the Celtics. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. The three from Morris. And no good. And it's Boston the other way. 3-on-3.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Boston now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Walker. Back to Green. On the wing, Porter. And a miss there on the triple. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. And with pregame routines.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he would...
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Offensive rebound. Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Barton right side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Young passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's Young, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Hunter, the pass to Capella. In the corner, Herter with it. Young up top. Shot clock at 6. Over Murray. Up again. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 8 points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here is Harris. Murray left side. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Herter. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. To the inside. It's tipped. Barton finds Millsap. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Barton. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Pass to Herter. In the corner, Collins with it. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And a change for the Hawks. Reddish is checked in. The Hawks trail by 4. And a deep three from Young. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Capella. Good. Nice job down low. Capella's got 10 points.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Morris against Young. There's the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
For the Nuggets, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Grant in for Paul Millsap. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Damian Jones comes in for Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter, and it's Teague in for Young. Dedmon finds Teague. That shot misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And here we go. And Jones sends it back. And here is Dedmon. Here's Bembry, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's all tied in Denver. Stay with us as we get set to bring you this. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to kill.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Plumlee. Porter is out there with Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Here's Teague, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Denver in the lead. Morris, left side. Misses the step-back jump shot.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Pass to Fernando. Feeds it to Jones. Pass to Reddish. Here's Fernando. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bembry. Fernando. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Morris kicks to Grant. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. A different look for Denver. Martin's checked in for Porter. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. And a change for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. Teague, the pass to Fernando. The feed to Teague. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
He tries for 3, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The shot, no good.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Harris finds Jokic. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And a deep three from Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Murray kicks to Barton. Here's Millsap, and he banks in the layup.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap deadly once he gets the ball inside.
Young looking around. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got himself on the board with three there.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Young against Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Atlanta also making some changes here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Young outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for Atlanta, DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young. He had a nice open look right there. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And Morris drops them both. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Leonard at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. And it's Jones in at the center position.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Millsap finds Harris. And again, Denver no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, lets the 3 fly, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And finished off by Collins.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Down low, the kick out to Barton. Here's Millsap. Makes it off the glass. Millsap's got 6.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Young, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Young for 3. Doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Young, here we go. Collins wide open, he fires. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here's Millsap from the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Moment here now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Capella against Plumlee. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Dedmon. Outside Teague. Back to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Grant. The kick out to Porter. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
The Hawks leading by 6.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And it's Capella missing. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Atlanta shooting 47%, pretty solid. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Reddish the pass to Capella. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
On the wing, Morris launches a 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Capella. The second effort. Passes it to Reddish. And Teague has it in the corner. The 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
The Hawks leading by 8. To the middle. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Capella. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Porter. From past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Capella kicks to Bembry. Craig pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Morris. And it's good. 2 points.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Porter. The pass to Reddish. Lob pass to Capella. No good on the shot.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Teague, the pass to Bembry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw, no good. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 6-point game. Stripped it away. Now here's Hunter. Martin defending. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Harris has got the ball. Kicks it to Barton. Murray surveying the D. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Collins.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bembry. And so Murray nails both of them.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Young for 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And you've got
to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Capella, the kick out to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Jokic. And here's Millsap from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Young passes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Tries it from 19. Tries again. Pass to Young. Over Harris. It's Young on the wing. Guarded by Harris. From deep. With the tip. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Harris, good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Capella, high post. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Young. Good.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Passes it to Millsap to tie it up. Murray finds Millsap. Can't get the 3 to fall. Here's Hunter. Pass to Herter. Young fires away from outside. Bucket's good. Now it's a 6-point Atlanta. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. A view of the Atlanta. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. D.A., it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Clock at 4, and the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Outside, Walker. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Young. And the pass to Hunter. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Young.
And when Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 7.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Tatum passes to Tice. The kick out to Brown. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Hawks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Young outside. They get the rebound. Capella off with the layup. Here's Herter. Another shot. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Walker against Young. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. Busted. No good that time either. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 10.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here's Collins. Lob pass to Capella.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Brown feeling out a bit. Hayward on the wing. Passes it to Walker. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta making some changes. Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Herter. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Wanamaker. Collins grabs the miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. Dishes it to Jones. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Young left side. Jones. Excellent D from Cantor.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And they're moving it up. Here's Smart. That one, no good. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
You've got Reddish. Teague out there with Trae Young. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Young fires away from outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in, and then for Boston. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
To the paint, here's Fernando. No good on that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. Hayward with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Inside. And Dedmon throws it down.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Dedmon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Boston also with the sub. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. They get it again. Dedmon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's surprisingly good mobility there from Dwayne Dedmon. Solid at using the length he has to pick up contact inside.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brown finds Walker. A minute 42 left in the first half. And it's Brown missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Capella. Now, here's Dedmon. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Tice. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 10. Cantor. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Herter. Good work there as it goes.
Well, getting to the right spot so important in the offense, and Herter positioned himself well in the fast break.
Brown kicks to Walker. Back to Brown. To the paint. Tice inside. Dedmon's there. And stolen by Hunter. Here's the three. Herter, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And it's Brown missing. The Hawks leading by 12. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And he makes that one.
Herter never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
Down low. Good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
No good from outside. It's Brown with the drive, and then Brown with the dunk.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with him.
And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Then there's Daniel Tice. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young looking around. Back to Capella. The kick out to Young. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Pass to Hunter. From deep. Rebound by the Celtics. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Here's Smart. Off target with his 3. Atlanta leading by 10. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Here's Tice, and it's in there. Tice has got his first basket of the night.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Capella goes in, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Tice, no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Out to the right wing. Collins, good. Collins has got 6 here in this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. In the corner, Collins with it. The pass to Hunter. Here's Herter. And here's Young from the arc. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 18.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Young fires away from outside. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's Brown missing. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 1:33 left in the third. Here's Herter. Back to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Young dishes to Capella. The shot that time, not on target. Now Boston takes it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Tatum. Now Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Celtics trail by 14. Tatum kicks to Brown. Off target from the baseline.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Hunter. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Tice. Back to Smart. A 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. They've got Bembry, also Teague out there. Jones is out there with Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. So that's the Hawks 5. To the middle. Reddish the pass to Bembry. Here's Fernando. Defended by Hayward. Celtics trail by 14. To the inside. Here's Cantor. No good on that one. Good D by Jones. One-on-one fast break. Here's Fernando. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fernando's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Atlanta. Boston shooting 41% for the game. Walker dishes to Hayward. Now here's Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That free throw missing. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Double team on Williams. Smart on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And Jones sends it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Reddish kicks to Young. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 18. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Jones against Williams. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Benbrook. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. Here's Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
The Hawks leading by 18. Young way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Outside Collins. From downtown. They get it back. Capella. Young outside for the three. Another miss by Young. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. For three, Hayward. Rebound by the Hawks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Young fires away from outside, and Tatum pulls it down. Left side, Brown. Yes, that goes in.
And that's where Brown is at his best, a muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A beautiful...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Tice kicks to Hayward. Tice passes to Tatum. Back to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Over in the corner, Brown. To the paint, shot clock at 5, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Now Walker following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. Shots good by Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
All free throws good from Barton. And here's Boston. To the middle. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Walker.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And it's Walker penetrating. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane that D gives him.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray against Walker. Murray dishes to Harris. Back to Murray. Shoots over Walker. Murray, good.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
And it's sent back by Millsap. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And Barton throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Barton finds Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Walker, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
For 3, Murray, it doesn't go for him. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum passes to Brown. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Inside, here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Murray. Kemba Walker making his last shot.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
To the middle, deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in, and then for Boston. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Murray, good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
30 seconds left to play in the first. Jokic with the steal. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Porter outside. That shot, no good. Boston trailing. Here's Brown. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Murray outside. It's all tied in Denver. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Nuggets trail. And here is Morris. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Offensive rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here is Plumlee. Grant the pass to Porter. Kicks to Plumlee. Denver passing it around. Pass to Craig. On the wing, Morris. Clock at 6. The pass to Craig. Stolen by Kanter. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Morris looking over the floor. Lets a floater go. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Denver no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Smart kicks to Williams. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Craig. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Wanamaker. Porter against Williams. Plumlee with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Plumlee, no luck. The Celtics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Wanamaker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wanamaker's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Morris right side. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver. Pass to Canner. Over Plumlee. The kick out to Williams. Passes it to Wanamaker. Here's Smart. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Hayward finds Walker. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And that one's good. Jokic.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker in the post. He's covered by Murray. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Pass to Smart. The second chance effort. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And for the Celtics, their shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
To the paint. And Tice throws it down.
A shoot-first point guard, but he can also distribute. Walker, he'll force the D to make some tough choices.
Barton outside. Over Hayward. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 2. It's time now to go court.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll about do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
And that one drops for him. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Walker. Out to Hayward. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. No good with the layup. Barton drives in. And Barton throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Shots good by Walker.
But this is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also.
Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 6.
And that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
But they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Good on both.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, we have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's stolen by Morris. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Morris, left side. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Outside, Walker. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Wanamaker, the rebound by Grant. Here's Denver now. They're on a 14-4 run. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. And here's Walker. Three-pointer. Williams kicks to Walker. Here's Wanamaker. Boston again missing. The Nuggets leading by 16. Tips it up. And Cantor pulls it down. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Walker. Here's Wanamaker. Here's Cantor. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. Grant. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Smart against Morris, and it's sent back by Plumlee. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Porter outside. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 20. Here's Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Here's Morris, and it's Denver scoring again.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
And so it's Denver controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 20, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Brown out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. Brown the pass to Smart, 4 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 20. Martin with it. There's the pass to Jokic. Puts up a 3. He can't hit that time.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Boston. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Smart. And the 3 off target.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Tice. The kick out to Tatum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Boston. For 3, Murray. They get it back. The shot misses. Celtics trail by 20. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Floats it up for Murray. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Martin dishes to Harris. Teardrop shot, and it's Murray. That time on the assist from Harris.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low, here's Tice. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Steps back and fires. And it's off the back rim, no good. Shot's good by Walker. 18 points for Walker.
Walker's a blur in transition, end to end in the blink of an eye.
Tice against Jokic. Murray. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Smart against Murray. Nice shot by Smart.
Oh, tricky handles there by Smart, keeping the defenders off balance.
The Nuggets leading by 18. Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Free throw good, Murray. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Here's Ojale. Back to Wanamaker. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Murray with the defensive effort.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Daniels passes to Murray. Rebound by Williams. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Here's Green. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. So it's Denver now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Wanamaker looking over the floor. The three misses there.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. are setting tonight.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at point guard. Now, here's Capella. Back to Young. Fires for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Outside Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Pass to Millsap. Kicks to Harris. Back to Millsap. Over to the wing. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Jokic with it. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got 5 points so far.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Now Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. Five on the clock. Shoots the 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray finds Harris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Tips it, and it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. From about 16, and Atlanta again with the bucket. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Young with no one around, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herter. And then for Denver, Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Atlanta with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Young drives in. Collins kicks to Jones. Back to Collins. Young from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Morris. The putback. It's good on the putback.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
And it's Jones with the ball for Atlanta. 3-point lead. Hunter no good. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And a wide open look for Porter. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Passes to Jones. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Reddish's shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Sinks the triple.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release in deep range, too.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Porter. Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. Back to Dedmon. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Pass to Craig. On the wing, Porter. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Porter's gone 1 of 3 from the field here.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
The Hawks leading. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Here's Fernando.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Basket good. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Here's Bembry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Reddish kicks to Dedmon. Over Plumlee. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch and shoot jumper right there. And I tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Murray for 3. And Plumlee kicks to Grant. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocked loose.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Teague the pass to Huerter. The dish to Capella to the inside. Here's Fernando. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Damian Jones is checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Plumlee, and Paul Millsap is subbed in for Jeremy Grant.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
High post shot. A putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's Jones. The feed to Capella. Tries yet again. And it's Jones laying it in. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Murray surveying the D. Barton finds Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. And it's off from three-point range. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. And then for Denver, Porter's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Jokic. Young with the steal. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Young from outside. No good that time. And Denver the other way now.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
To halt the run, and Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Back to Herter. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. 11 feet away. That shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 4.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young from outside. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
The pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Pass to Morris. Barton outside. Back to Morris. A 3-ball. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Jokic against Capella. And here's Young from the arc. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Collins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Plumlee is checked in for Denver. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And here's Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pushing it up. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Passes it to Teague. Here's Bembry. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Count that one. Reddish has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Hawks. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. That's to Bembry. And here's Reddish. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Reddish. The Nuggets also changing it up. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And stolen by Hunter. Porter with the steal. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jeff Teague. For the finish, 2 free throws coming up, and they call. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Plumlee with the steal. Outside Porter. Here's Craig, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Herter passes to Teague. Dedmon in the high post. To the left wing. Here's Herter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Hey, with all that wide open space in transition, you just cannot slow down Teague. He's got too many options, too much speed, too much handles. He's too elusive in the open court to corral him in that situation.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Jones. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks ahead, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebounds.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Young for 3, drops in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 10. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic missing. Atlanta leading by 10. Here's Collins. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Porter outside. They grab their own miss.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And a deep 3 from Young. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young outside. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Feeds to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, even though he's just 6'4", Harris can throw it down now. Don't sleep on this guy's bounce.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And the shot is long.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
It's Porter outside. Goes back up. Jokic. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Collins. Young. Young on the follow. Young's got 20.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Harris finds Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. There's the lob to the hoop. Out to Harris. There's Porter with the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Murray. The pass to Bembry. Inside. Here's Capella. That shot off the mark. Good defense by Jokic. Harris dishes to Barton. He feeds it to Millsap. Shot from 16. And again, Denver no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Collins passes to Young. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Barton kicks to Morris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hawks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Shots good from Young.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harris passes to Barton. Fires the 3. Down low. Young outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. The tall buildings of downtown Boston. Now it's headed down to David All.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, D.A. Thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1. Now, here is Young. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. Stolen by Walker. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop.
Well, you can't get lazy around Kemba Walker now. He's got fast hands. He'll take it from you and be gone.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
What's incredible to me is the first time Jason Tatum stepped between the lines as an NBA player, he had a willingness to take on the responsibility of being a go-to scorer, even in the tough moments.
Now, here is Young. Collins looking around.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Young against Walker. And Young kicks to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter passes to Capella. 4 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. Hayward with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Here's Walker. Finished off the break.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Young fires away from outside. They get it back. Pass to Herter. Now Capella. In the corner. Herter with it. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now. Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And the basket by Tatum.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Walker. Collins trying to break free. Shot's good by Walker.
Well, do not underestimate, because of where he's finishing, that Kemba Walker's size is going to be a problem. This guy knows how to make the necessary adjustments.
Now, here is Young. Capella with the bucket. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Young fires away from outside. No good with the triple.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the shot is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Reddish with the slam.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Jones comes in for John Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague for Young.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
To the wing on the left. Right side, Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Back to Wanamaker. Down low. Here's Cantor. Dedmon with the block. Inside, here's Bembry, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Jones. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Jones has got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Here's Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Brown, good.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Celtics out in front, up 4. And we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Stolen by Smart. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's Williams throwing it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And there's the pass to Bembry. Here's Fernando. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Williams can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 6. And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Here's Dedmon. Williams with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Knocked away. It's stolen by T. And here's the fast break. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Bembry.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Celtics leading by 4. Here's Smart. And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got 4 this quarter.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Shots good by Dedmon.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Williams, here we go. The dish to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown the pass to Williams. Outside, Smart. Here's Wanamaker. Just 5 to shoot. Brown outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
And stolen by Dedmon. To the inside. Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Bembry's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Walker. To the middle. And Tice throws it down.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
To the inside. It's stolen by Tice. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Bucket is good. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
That one goes. Count it. Reddish has got 6 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Rebound, Atlanta.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Collins. Hayward with some nice D.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
That one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
And so it's the Boston Celtics.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Boston had no problems getting going. They showed great chemistry, going on a quick 10-3 run to open up the game.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats
And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful. They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the Celtics making a change here. Wanamaker's checked in.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
It's deflected. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Hayward. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hayward's got 6.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Young fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the 2nd.
Back to Hayward. Stolen by Collins. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Off target from 3-point range. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the 2nd half. Tremendous efficiency. Wanamaker misses. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Herter. It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. Tice with the ball. And guarded by Capella. Here's Tatum and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Moving it up. The shot's good.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Wanamaker the pass to Tice. That one doesn't go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Back to Young for the lead. It's good. This game is all even.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And Tice throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Young up top. 9 points in the game so far. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Brown throws it down.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Young outside. This one for 3. Kept alive.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? The Celtics working the ball around now. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Young outside. Top of the key. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Right side Tatum. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Now here's Tatum. With 2 seconds left. Doesn't go that time. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Williams. And it's Cantor in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And pushing it up Atlanta, the Hawks again in transition. Reddish's shot is good.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
The Hawks leading by 5. Down low. From past the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Over to the wing. Here's Williams. Outside, Smart. And they get it. Boston, no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Walker against Young. From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hunter shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
Atlanta making a switch here. Teague's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
As a young man growing up in New York, Kemba Walker was part of a performance team. And this young man, as a performer between the lines as a basketball player, there's a bit of improvisation there as well.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Teague against Walker. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum dishes to Hayward.
This guy has great presence of mind. Gordon Hayward will take a pounding. He embraces a chance to get some free ones from the foul line.
Free throw drops for Hayward. Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Now the pass to Jones. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And finished off by Collins.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Left side Walker for the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Teague surveying the D. Collins in the post. Fended by Hayward. Hunter no good. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Passes it to Jones. And here is Hunter. From the arc. Rebounded by Smart. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one is good. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
Pass to Collins. And stolen by Hayward.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Brown is checked in for Smart. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Teague. Tice finds Tatum. Let's go. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
It's stolen by Brown. Tice in the high post. The shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Got a piece of it. The kick out to T. Capella, the pass to Graham. Outside Teague. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks working the ball around. With the putback. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong show.